So Burnley 0, Arsenal 2. Another game, another clean sheet. That's now 9 in a row in all comps, I believe. Another game where they couldn't have a shot on target. That's 4 straight Premier League games, which again is another record because we broke the record we already set. Gyökeres can score headers. Who knew? Some fantastic football in that first half, Kenny. Make sure you follow Kenny Ken 1972. And Burnley, they're abysmal, mate. Yeah. And we're just class to watch in that first half. Second half, listen, we just see the game out and just toyed with them. It was a training session in the second half. We've got a game on Tuesday, obviously, against Slavia Prague. But the only negative, and there is only one negative, and we'll get that out of the way quick, Bukayo Saka was awful again. Other than that, I thought the rest of the team were outstanding today.
You know what it is for thing with Bukayo Saka is that we at the moment where we're dominating games at the moment where the way we're playing is that we're not sort of like right centric in the way we play. Everything doesn't go through Saka. We're now trying to go down the left, going through the middle because we've got more options. So if you look at the goals we scored, the second goal, we found space all the way down the left hand side and used Trossard. Normally, Gyökeres' first pass is down the side to Saka. So again, Saka's been, he's conserving energy, he's doing what he can, but he's not. It's not saying the team's growing away from Saka. It's just that we're not. Of course, he's still our best player. Of course, he's still our main man. But what it is that we're not going to, in a sort of like the way we were doing it previously, where it was just like Saka, Saka. So I suppose that's why he's been having like quiet games. But yeah, to be honest, by his standards, it's been really, really quiet. I don't know if it's the injury or we're not solely concentrating him. But all I can say is that it's nice that other players are putting their hand up. Like Trossard is a player that I criticise quite a bit. I call him a dibbly-dobbly, but he was involved in the second goal. You know what I mean? Declan Rice, a player that I always put to the highest standards. Once again, assist and a goal. Gyökeres, a player that I think right. I need to keep an eye on him. Scores from a yard. That does what we bought him for. He's involved in the second goal, and that's the situation. We are going to make a lot of teams ordinary because simple reason is that you're not going to come us down the middle. You're not going to come us down the sides, and even at your own set pieces, we're really strong defensively. It may not last. We may have a situation where we would have off days. It's impossible to go win every game to the end of the season. But one thing is that you've got to play really well against us to beat us. As simple as that. Burnley, it wasn't a free hit for Burnley. I heard this expression, free hit. No. We caught them cold a couple of times and took the game away from them. Just like we did to Crystal Palace, and hopefully it happens in the Czech Republic. But that's the thing. This team has got a really good opportunity to, win this title. Doesn't matter whether it's neck and neck or win it easily. It's our year to win a title. There's nothing that I can see where I say, right, we're weak in certain areas. Left hand side doesn't really impress me that much, but Trossard is stepping up.
Yeah, I thought he was good today.
Yeah, we have got players come back from injury. So, in essence, it's obviously we're going to go game by game. Obviously, we're going to look at Slavia Prague and Sunderland. But all the tests we've had since the Newcastle game, which we won, we've passed all those tests. Fulham.
Clean sheets on every game since that Newcastle game.
Fulham, that's a team that gives us a lot of trouble. We went and beat them. West Ham, you can't really count West Ham. West Ham have got... Basically, they're such a bad side that I don't think even 300 million is going to fix them in January. It's poor. So, scatting them. But Atletico Madrid, a Simeone team, absolutely blasted them away. Like I said, setting off as well. And then, obviously, Crystal Palace, a team that everyone rates, they've improved. But we made them look average. You think about players like Pino, we made him look average. Mateta, average. Sarr, who's got that bit of pace, made him look average. That's what we need to do, man. That is something I haven't seen for a long time. Even in the 22, 23, 24 season when we were blasting teams. I knew we'll win the games, but it was a case of I've never seen us look this solid. So basically, what can go wrong?
Well, only
Play,
Arsenal can F Arsenal up.
well, yeah, only Arsenal can F Arsenal, or teams work us out. But the fact is that
Yeah, but
I'd
nobody's
rather.
worked us out yet, Kenny. I know it's only 10 games in, yeah.
Mm.
Like Gabriel again today. Yeah, like he got the assist for the Gyökeres goal. Right, number one who's marking Gabriel because sack him. Yeah, you spent all week, yeah, on training pitch looking at set pieces that we do, and you still can't mark the geezer. Yeah, it's always wide open, which is relentless. And fair play to the set piece coach. Yeah, but at the same time, how'd you leave our striker wide open in the penalty box?
Yeah, but you know what? You think about it, it wasn't the only corner we had during the game. But the thing with Arsenal is that if you look at all the corners we've scored from in all the games, only about 10% of them are successful. The other 90% ain't that great because teams do defend it. But as I said before, how do I say it? I want to apologise if I offend anyone. It's an assassin. It's like an assassin, isn't it? A trained assassin. He'll have loads of bullets in his gun. He has to get lucky once.
Yeah.
Many, you know what I mean? And that's us with set pieces. We get lucky once. That's it. It's game over. One set piece against Fulham, goal Trossard, game over. Set piece against Crystal Palace, game over. You know what I mean? Need I go on? Game over today. Set piece and another goal, game over. That's it. You know, that's the thing. We practice, and with Gabriel didn't score this time, but Gyökeres is on it, and long may it continue. But as I said before, keep your feet in the ground. I'm not going to go around like certain people on the podcast where they're saying, "Oh, if we win the league this season, we're going to dominate for the next 6 years." No. Let's win it this season.
Let's win it this season. We go from there. Yeah.
Yeah. Are we going to do the trophy report? Let's just win this league first. And just want to clarify something. Someone said that I didn't care about the Champions League. I do care about the Champions League, but I stand by everything I say about this Premiership. If you've been through what Arsenal have been through in the last few years, where we fluffed our lines in 22-23, we fluffed our lines in 23-24, didn't really compete last season. Logic says that it's the league you want because that's the competition that's broken our heart the most. The Champions League is a bonus. It's an icing on the cake. You know what I mean? You're still going to eat the cake. It's still going to be nice if you win the league. The Champions League is, unless teams who tend to go for the Champions League exclusively are teams that have dominated their league for a while. Man United just became Champions League obsessed because they were winning the title. Wenger became Champions League obsessed because he was winning titles. Let's win the title first before we start talking about quadruples.
Let's just win something. Just win a League Cup, Kenny.
Yeah, definitely. But I think the way the team are playing, it has to be the title. It has to be the title, but a cup will do because I think that not with me and you, but I think that gives the manager some respite. But can you imagine if you play like this all season and you don't win anything? That is just beyond logic. It's insanity for us not to win anything. I know it's 10 games. I know it's the 1st of November, but if you see the end of the season like your predicted GCSE results, your predicted A-level results, it's looking good, isn't it?
No, it is looking good right now. It is looking good, and the fact that nobody can have a shot on target against us, it means that we ain't going to lose a game. Yeah, and then when we've got all the weapons that we have, and like I said, Saka was poor again. Yeah, but it didn't matter. Yeah, because guess what? Yeah, Gyökeres steps up again. Yeah, Declan Rice, I thought he was the best player on the pitch. I thought he was absolutely outstanding today. The goalkeeper could just have a deck chair out and put his feet up. He's made one save. I know he made that save at the end, I think. Yeah, but it was off target, so it don't count. It was a shot on target. But let's be real. In the last 5 games, we've conceded 1 shot on target, and we've played 4 Premier League games and Atletico Madrid. He's just sitting there chilling. Like he's got nothing to do. So the concentration levels to make that save at the end, even though it's going wide or whatever, unbelievable. Fair play to him.
Yeah, you see, that's the thing. If I was an opposition fan, I'll be so frustrated. I'll hate playing against us. And that's all we've ever wanted. We want teams to hate playing against us because of all the things we criticised them for not doing under Wenger. We were angry that we were so easy to play to intimidate.
Open up and that, yeah.
Easy to, overrun in midfield. We're so easy to deal with at set pieces. And we didn't have no heart. We can't say about this team, which means anything less than like the league it'll be just bizarre. It's not a case of, there's going to be for hell to pay. It'll be a shock. It'll be an absolute shock if we don't win anything. And if we don't win the league, I'll be stunned, absolutely stunned. There's nothing I can say that I'll be ultimately worried about. And it's not because we're playing great football, because that defence. Simple. That defence is something different, mate. I'm not going to compare it to anyone else because it's a waste of time comparing to it. I'm just saying this season, this defence looks absolutely solid.
Absolutely spot on.
I'm only going to make comparison with Arsenal teams at the end of the season. And right now, so far, so good.
Yeah, man. On that bombshell, follow Kenny Ken 1972. I'll show you Insta post in a minute when I'm live. And I'm watching this Tottenham Chelsea game. It's an absolute fucking comedy show.
Have you got any Spanish football to watch? I'm sure normally your preference is Spanish football.
I was watching Napoli versus Como. Morata missed a penalty for Como. That was half time 0-0.
Who knew Morata missed a penalty?
Leave Morata alone. That's my ball.
I don't know. Morata keeps on threatening to leave Spain because Spanish players, the Spanish press don't think he's pleasing in the eye, but he's mightily effective, mate. But at the end of the day, you just go and look at his medal. If anyone wants to slag Morata, all he needs to do is show him a picture of him lifting the Euros last year.
The only club he ain't won a trophy for is Atletico, funny enough. It's won a trophy everywhere else. He won
4 years without silverware. That's just bizarre.
He won 3 trophies last season at 2 different clubs. But listen, follow Kenny Ken 1972. I'll be live in about half hour. Check out my fan cam. Jez is next.
You do Liverpool game?
Nah. No. I'll be live on the emergency meeting. And then I'm chilling. But yeah, we're out. Laters.